Okay, you guys, hello. It's me, Courtney, but I'm here with an absolute champion, a champion of all champions, a race finisher, a girl that knows how to complete things. She's not going to leave a list with a mark that is unchecked. She's going to check it off every single time. That is the Alexandra Neyrey, one of my dearest friends. She is here making her Daily Nothings debut. Say hello.
Hello. I'm so happy to be here.
Okay, you guys, so I've mentioned Alexandra a few times on the mic, and she is my first roommate that I had when I moved to Colorado. I remember I was moving into my room, and she popped in and looked at all of my decor and was like, this is so cute. We're going to get along. And I was like, I hope so. I was so nervous. I really didn't know my girls that I moved in with very well at all. I vaguely knew Sarah Talbot at the time. But then, Alexandra just quickly became a dear friend. And now it's been 4 years now.
Yeah.
I think 4 years of us just being like sisters. I am basically also married to her husband, Conrad. He will be so abundantly jealous that he is not recording a podcast today as well. But his time will come, Connie baby. And yeah, I'm just so honored to be with her here today because the thing about Alexandra that I have had in my life forever from the beginning of our friendship is she takes things wholeheartedly and she strives to complete them and do them with such excellence. And so from us waking up on Saturday mornings and implementing Becky's chore life, and really her mother's name is Becky, and really just like getting into the cleanliness of having an excellent home, all the way to doing dry January together and really trying to strive for excellence. Like she is always the girl that is just trying to be great. So she is on the microphone today because she recently completed a little thing called the New York Marathon, the whole thing, which is crazy. And we have not talked about it yet in regards to what her experience was or how that really went for her. And I know it was awesome, but I don't know the details. So we might be crying. We'll probably be laughing. And I'm just so excited to hear her whole story. So with that being said, Alexandra, share a little bit about yourself, who you are, how we became friends, whatever you want to share, but just a little introduction that you want to share for yourself.
Oh my gosh, you're the best. Also, you're just so good at affirming people. I want to say
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. This is so fun, and I love
Daily Nothings.
Yeah, I love just chatting with you. So
Me too.
Be easy. I think I look back at like our friendship, and it's so crazy how many seasons of life we have lived in 4 years.
Gosh.
It feels like
I'm like, it's not only been 4 years. We have gone through so much together.
Truly.
So
much. And then I think even like just living together for like 3 years.
Yeah, we lived together for 3 years.
Which is great. So it must have been more than 4 years.
But yeah, totally.
3 different homes.
getting
getting
literally sued
for doing nothing at all. A story for another day.
No, they know about that.
Oh, they do.
If you guys go way back, you know when I was literally served papers and Alexandra's name was on the lawsuit.
I don't even know why was my name on the
lawsuit. It was like your name was the one because you signed up for the house first.
Oh, that's right.
Like you applied to live at the place
like
first, so yours was like the main name. But it was like there were so many things. It was all over a really small fine that was from like over a year ago. It was so dumb.
It was like a billing error.
Completely. And it was their fault. And I marched my booty down to their office and I was like, this is wrong. And they were like, no, it's not. And then they looked and it was wrong.
And they're like, sorry.
Sorry. Red peak.
Forget everything.
Freaking red peak.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Anyway, so we lived together through that. Continue.
Yes. So many things. And yeah, I'm just excited. I think there's so much that I want to talk to you about with the marathon and just goals. And I think this is very fitting to like heading into the new year because people are going to be thinking about, as they do in the new year, goals, challenges,
everything new that they want to implement. They want to become runners. They want to become exercise girlies. There's so many things.
Yeah. And I like to think of my marathon story as like true. Like I was never an athlete in college. I started running a year ago.
Yeah.
And so if I can do it, literally anybody can do it.
And you did it. And you looked good doing it.
Thanks.
You looked so good doing it. Truly.
Well, you gotta feel good if you're gonna run good.
Yeah, truly. So, okay, you mentioned that you're not really an athlete. give me a little bit of like a history of how you grew up, like what you were doing, what sports were you involved in, like who are you a little bit more.
Yeah, sorry. So
Oh my gosh, you're fine.
I was in dance, and I
Me
kind
too.
of growing up, I
5,
was
6,
like
7, 8.
pirouette,
Exactly.
rondation,
Susu.
I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, I did like kind of sports roulette where you just kind of try everything, but you're not really good at anything.
Sure.
So I landed on dance because I was like, at least it's fun.
At least it's fun.
Yeah,
and you like, be cute.
Exactly. And who doesn't like to wear a tutu? So
exactly. I love it.
Landed in dance. My first dance recital in preschool or kindergarten, I ran off stage in the middle of the dance. So
you said I'm done.
We have it on film. It is. Yep. So she's a shy girl.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Always has been. And then tried basketball. I remember getting yelled at a lot because I didn't foul once the entire season. And they're like, you need to be more aggressive. I was like,
okay.
I don't like that.
No, no, thank you. Why do you want me to foul?
Like, you need to be like box out. And I'm like, no.
I'm sorry.
I can't.
I'm over here like, I have no idea what any of that is.
Yeah. So you're like, traumatized. Yeah. I do remember what I mean. But it was just a fun, like, I tried everything, but it was never like, I feel called to this sport or that sport. So I landed on tennis and dance.
Love.
Up until my sophomore and junior year of high school, I quit tennis and was just going through a lot in my life at that time. And then I just kind of worked out at like random, like gyms in college. Yeah. And when I moved to Denver, I kind of gym hopped to like, Choose, Vasa, all of the
Orange Theory girl for a while.
Yeah, Orange Theory. And I think, okay, thank you for bringing that, because that's like where I like started to enjoy kind of the competitive nature of a solo workout. Yeah. So like the idea that I could, in Orange Theory, also compete against other people, but I could compete against my statistics from the day before.
Which is so cool.
Yes. Yeah. And so I started doing Orange Theory. And if you haven't done Orange Theory before, it's a running, like a treadmill for about 20 minutes. And it's different every day. You do like running for a little bit, and then a rowing machine for a little bit, and then some like variety of like weightlifting or like dumbbell. It's like a full body HIIT workout. Yeah, almost. Yeah, exactly. So you get a variety, and it's almost like a personal training in a work class. So it's really great. Yeah. And it's different every day. So
very cool.
Yeah. Started with Orange Theory, and that's where I was like, I really like to run.
Yeah. No, she would talk about working out and like doing these different things. And she just was like, I just really want to keep running the entire time, which is not what I can relate to at all. I really don't enjoy running, but I also don't think I know how to run well. I've never been good at running. My gym teacher, Coach Bruner, he was so very attractive. He had bright, like light blue eyes, and all of the girls were like, Coach Bruner. And we would run, and it truly, like, he would be like, Courtney, you look like a gazelle. And I was like, okay. And he was like, that's not a good thing. And I was like, I'm sorry. And it was just this like bit we had because I just wasn't good at running, and he didn't try to fix it. He was just like, okay, you know, and so I feel like I need to learn more, because every time Alexandra completes a race, she goes, you're doing it with me next time. Yeah, I do. But to this day, I've just never really loved running the most. Give me Pilates till I die. And I love that, but I need to truly learn. So, okay, you discovered your love for running, and then you ran the Denver half marathon. So how did you get to that first point of deciding you wanted to do that?
Yeah. Well, first, running is not for everyone. And I'm just like passionate about finding what works for you. Yeah. And we've talked about this before, but like, if Pilates every day is what you like to do to move your body, like there's nothing wrong with that. No. If running is every day, like there's nothing wrong.
It's just good to move your body.
Yeah. Just move your body. Yeah. Whatever that looks like.
Completely.
If you swim, if you, weightlift, like I think there are more effective ways than others, but I think that there's like there's just a lot to be said to doing what works for you. Otherwise, you're not going to do anything.
Exactly.
Because you're going to hate what you're doing so much that you just quit.
Yeah, completely. If I had to switch to running every single day when I've found this like great workout routine, I would stop working out.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's not what we want.
No.
And
so
that's not healthy.
Yeah, find what works for you. So okay, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, I saw a girl on TikTok run the New York Marathon.
Yeah.
And she like vlogged all of her training and like the day of. And I was like, wow, like that's really not just inspiring, but like I feel like I have completed it with her in a way.
Yeah, totally.
But it's like I haven't, and now I want to do that.
Yeah.
And I really want to do something that is like leading up to a major like physical achievement.
Totally.
And so the New York Marathon became kind of the dream.
Yeah.
But at that time I had just started running. So this was like October of last year.
Yeah.
And I had just started running like outside of Orange Theory.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, wow, I don't know if I could ever do a full marathon. I doubt it.
Yeah.
And so it was just never like,
yeah.
But I could do the Colfax half marathon because
Yeah.
it was local.
Yeah.
And anybody can sign up for that.
Yeah.
So most marathons and half marathons, anyone can sign up. You don't have to qualify. And so it's easy because you're like, I'll just, sign up and I'll do it.
Yeah.
And that'll be that.
Simple. It's like signing up for a turkey trot.
Exactly.
But longer.
Yes. A little bit longer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just like a little bit longer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I signed up for the Colfax half and I was like, this is going to be so fun. And I trained, it's in March every year. And so I trained through the winter, which wasn't ideal.
Yeah.
And so I think if I did it again, I'd probably sign up for a fall half for the first time.
Yeah, totally.
There was
that was crazy. I'm thinking about that timeline.
Yeah, I don't remember a ton of it. Was just this past March, but
yeah,
I think I ran at the gym.
I remember you would do it inside, and then when it would start to be less snowy, you would do it outside, but it would just be hard.
Yeah, and I remember
that's tremendous that you did that through the winter.
Yeah, I mean, treadmill, like running is, now that I have been running outside so much, like it is actually the worst. I hate it.
What's the main difference that you feel as a runner? Like between the two? Is it just because it's boring or does it feel different on your body?
It feels different. It's also just like being outside, especially in Colorado with our fresh air and like,
crispy.
And like the fall-y. And just the summer was rough because the heat here was so bad this summer. But in general, I think just like the scenery and I run around the city. So I just like, it's like, I'm going to run to the zoo today. And
that's like so fun.
Yeah. It's just fun.
And you have a landmark that you're literally going to reach and see. And then you go back home.
Yeah. Or like running by the Pearl Street Farmers Market on Sunday.
I mean, come on. What a vibe.
It's just fun.
It's about the vibes.
It is.
At the bottom line of it all.
And
it's
the people
about
watching,
the vibes. Completely.
Like, look at me. I'm running in
completely. Look at me. I'm running in my cute shorts. Do you like them? Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah. So I thought that was like the hardest part probably of the half was just running on treadmill.
Yeah.
But when I was doing that too, I was like, the goal was like, okay, get to 10 miles. And then if I could do 10 miles, race day, I could do 13.
Totally.
And now I'm like, 10 miles is when you train for a
run
marathon,
for 26,
it's not
10 is not even half.
Right. Correct. So.
Wow. Okay. So then after the Denver half, I was there and I remember she was like, that was amazing. I have to do it again. I have to do a full. And she kept on being really hard on herself of like, I didn't do a full though. Like it was just a half. It was just a half. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, well, that's literally the point. It was a stepping stone to get to the full. And then you were like, I want to do the New York Marathon. Mm-hmm. So explain the process of like getting into the New York Marathon, how you decided that you were going to do a full marathon. I mean, it was like after the Denver half, running became your personality. And it was like, I need to be at the New York Marathon and that is final, Yeah.
Okay.
How did that go?
Oh my gosh, so much to share.
Yeah.
So I think the half marathon, you're right. I had not planned on ever doing a full when I signed up for the half.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, so at the end of the half in Colfax at least, and I don't know if it's like this in other halves, but the half marathon finish and the marathon finish are the exact same. There's just like kind of like a rope or a line that splits the lane in two. Yeah. So you're finishing with the
marathoners.
And I think
you just feel like you did half of what they did.
Correct.
Yeah. Like quite literally.
And these people are insane runners. Like just so incredible in athletes to their core, and
that's so cool.
It's just very inspiring. So I think when I saw the finishers for the full, I was like, wow, like this is putting it kind of into perspective of like, I could have done that.
Yeah.
And like a half is great, but, and it was not super negative. I think it could have been, but like in general, I think it was more positive. Like, I'm really proud of what I just did, but
completely.
Like, I could have done more, you know?
You were very positive, but you were still desiring more.
Yeah. Hopefully at least. It was positive. And
so you definitely were.
So afterwards, I remember being like, I need to take a couple weeks off, but I really, at the time, I had just entered into the lottery for the New York Marathon, like the next week.
I remember that.
The next week, I'm like, I'm just going to see.
Just see.
Happens.
Yeah.
And the New York Marathon is so hard to get into.
Explain a little bit about that for the people that don't speak runner.
Okay. Yeah. This is so fun.
Yeah.
I have like runner lore and like
explain the lore. So because I don't know much about it. I only know it from you.
Yes. So, and this is a new world to me too. Like I said, I just want to reiterate along this podcast that I was not a runner and did not have anybody in my family who was a runner that well, I guess my cousin, but we hadn't really talked about it ever. Yeah. So there are 7 big marathons in the world, and they're called the Abbott World Major Marathons. Okay. And so getting into those is the hardest because they're the world major marathons, and they're considered to be the hardest to get into, the most challenging, and I don't know what actually like qualifies them as being a world major, but there were 6, and then they added Sydney this year as the 7th. So now there's 7. Sydney, Australia.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So so these 7 world major marathons are like the elite hardest, like they're the Hermes of marathons. Correct. Yeah. People strive to do a world major marathon. Okay. And most of them you do have to qualify by time to get into. Okay. Or you have to, so there's a number of different ways. You can either qualify by time, which is like, it's very, very difficult. So think like Boston qualifier or BQ. So when people are BQ'd, they're like Boston qualifier. Oh my gosh. Okay, duh. And so you can run a different marathon that is not a world major it's considered a qualifier for Boston, or you can look on their website, like, will this qualify for another race? And because most of those marathons are like you have a chip in your bib, those times are considered official, and you can submit them to run a world major. Okay. So things like the Colfax Marathon could be something that it's almost like a college credit where you're like, I'm going to be able to use this to apply for something that I really want to get in the world marathons. Yes. Okay. So world major. Yep. And I don't know if Colfax is or not, but sure, but that's an example of one that's like more easy entry that could be a qualifier if you hit a certain time. Okay, very good. Right. So difficult to get into. So you either have to qualify, and I think New York's was like 3:15 or 3:16. Okay. 3 hours. Yeah. And 16 minutes to run 26.2 miles. Yeah. Right. So very difficult, which people, I mean, people love to run, so they do. They really do, and they complete the race. Yeah. Okay, so you looked at that and you were like, "I'm just gonna sign up for the lottery." Yeah. And what does that mean when you sign up for the lottery? Because you're not using your qualifying time. Right. Okay. Yeah. So there's a different number of ways. So qualifying by time, or a lot of them have a lottery. New York's lottery, I think the last couple years was like 4 or 5%, and it dropped down to 1 or 2% this year. Okay. Chance of getting in. Whoa. It has become such a popular marathon of the world majors. It's so fun that people have been doing the lottery more and more. Oh my gosh. Like entering the lottery. And so completely. I entered the lottery, did not get in. And then I went, okay, well, what are my other options? The other options were basically charity partner, or I think there's a number of different other things. Like you can run with a company, you can run with Team for Kids, which is it's essentially also a charity, but kind of the premier main charity for New York Roadrunner. Okay. Which is the New York Roadrunner puts on with TCS, the New York Marathon. Okay. Very good. TCS, Tata Consulting Services. Okay. So they're kind of together. Very good. So they put on the New York Marathon, and so there's essentially no other way. If you're not fast and you didn't get into the lottery,
Yeah.
you do have to do, then I think charity is kind of the other main option.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's when you're sponsored by a charity.
Mm-hmm.
But do you apply to the charity to be
Yes.
able to be sponsored? Okay.
Yeah. So I had started this process of like looking into how to run it.
Yeah.
Way late this year.
Okay.
Which is kind of a crazy part of the story.
Yeah.
I checked it out, I think in like February. I was like, what would it take? And then I ran the half in March. And then I think I like looked at the charity partners in April.
Yeah.
And so by then people were already kind of like starting their
They're ready to
training.
go.
Yeah.
Totally.
And so I looked at the charity partners and they have hundreds.
Okay.
Very small charity partners.
Sure.
Very large corporation charity partners.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like very specific types of charities. So like cystic fibrosis or like, I mean, cancer is very broad, but
specific types of cancer.
Yeah.
Sure.
Specific types of cancer.
Yeah.
So looked into the charity partners and every single site that I was looking at said, we are full. Our team is full. Check back next year. Our team is full. So I made a spreadsheet.
Yeah. Of course you did.
I'm reaching out to every single one.
Whip out Canva. It's time to get to work.
Yeah. I was like, I have a mission. So
I love you. That's so good.
I reached out to every charity partner that did not say they were full.
Yeah.
But I did not feel very confident that like I had any sort of connection to most of them.
Sure.
Until I saw the Endometriosis Foundation.
Look at that.
And they didn't say that they did not say on their site that they were full.
Oh my gosh.
So I was like, oh, maybe
that's so
they
perfect.
still have room.
Oh my goodness.
So I reached out to them and I didn't hear back for a little while. So I just kind of assumed that maybe
it was a no.
It was a no, but I did what I'm just a persistent.
She's a type A queen.
And I emailed them again.
I mean, why not?
Yeah. I was
circle
like,
back.
I circle back.
Exactly.
Yeah. Set a reminder.
Exactly. We must.
So I circled back.
Yes.
Behind me again. Hello.
Hey girl, it's Lex.
Hey guys. Just checking in on this. And they waited, I think, another week and then they responded and said, actually, we are not full yet. And we'd love to interview you for the team. And I went, immediately I went,
me, a team member.
The team. And I went, what have I done? What have I done here?
And I went, what have I done? That's so happening. Good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and Conrad, I don't think at any point had I even told Conrad that I did any of it.
That's so good.
I mean, when he needs to know, he'll know.
He'll know when he needs to know. Right now, this is not need to know information. This is me just circling back.
Correct.
I circle back all the time.
So I had the interview it was like in the middle of the workday. I remember telling my boss, like, hey, I need to go interview really quick to run the marathon. And he was like, okay. I was like, it'll take like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it would be super quick.
And she told me on the call that I had gotten a bib with them. And I went into the chapel right after it and I just cried.
I mean, completely.
So excited. I was like,
so was that easy?
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't.
I was persistent.
But
you have to circle back.
They started the call and they were like, you have a bib with us.
Yeah. They did ask me, like, what's your connection? And this is where I think the story is really fun because I did have a lot of friends who have endometriosis. And
totally.
And a roommate of ours has suffered greatly with it.
Multiple roommates of ours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Multiple.
Yeah. Truly.
Yeah. And it's just like been so eye-opening, I think, over the last couple of years, at least for me, to see friend after friend after friend go through a surgery or being, diagnosed through the surgery, but also like thinking they have it and then going through with the surgery and finding out they do. Correct. And it's just wild.
I mean, completely.
How many people, family members of mine, and the suffering that I think it brings people, not just physically, but also with infertility, that it's a lot more than just physical suffering. It's kind of like it prevents you from experiencing the gift of bringing life into the world. And that's just so, just such deep suffering.
I mean, completely. Yeah.
Yeah. And that is like, I think something that I just feel like this whole process has been such a gift from God, because you started this as a hobby, and then you did something that you thought you couldn't do by running the half. And then you did it and you were like, I can do the full, you know? And then you're looking into it, and you don't just go for a full marathon that isn't a huge marathon. You go for the New York Marathon because you're Alexandra. And then you're like, okay, I can't really seem to get in the easier or like classic ways. I'm going to really persist. And then you find a amazing charity that literally is for endometriosis, which is something that you're so passionate about and you've seen so many people go through. And then you raised money on their behalf. And it's just like, it's been such a cool process to see. That's why I thought it would be such a good conversation for this podcast with the Daily Nothings. Like, there's been so many little moments that have led to you completing this excellent, excellent achievement. And yeah, you did it, and you did it for a charity that you loved, and you raised awareness for it. I mean, it was just such a part of your life. It was like so incarnational in the way that you went about it. You invited people into it. You explained why. You taught them about endometriosis. It was just so cool to witness. And then you did it. Like, it's just like so wild. And mind you, you guys, not only did she do this for endometriosis, she was going to do the New York Marathon, and her first time seeing New York ever in her life was going to be running through all the boroughs of Manhattan. I just like I can't believe that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I mean, totally. Did it just feel so surreal?
Yeah. I mean, I've always wanted to go to New York.
You really have.
I've never had a reason.
We've talked about it so
New York at Christmas time.
many times. Truly. Over and over again.
Yeah. And so this, I think maybe that played a little bit into why New York, but I had seen so many videos and people had shared their experiences in various, social media. And I was like, this looks like the one that I think would be the most fun.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
So with most charities, you do have to raise a number for them.
Yeah.
So Endometriosis Foundation was $5,000.
Okay.
Which I tried. I would say like I did reach out to some people, but most of it, the donations just came in because of how affected people
are by endometriosis.
Yeah.
I mean, totally.
I thought it was going to be a lot harder to raise the money, and it wasn't. And I think that just is a testament to like how impacted people are
by endometriosis. Yeah. Completely. The amount of people I know that have had a surgery or the exploratory surgery, it's just like, it is really remarkable. Yeah. What do you think I have so many questions, but like, what do you think your biggest takeaway was working with that charity specifically?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they had the whole weekend. I mean, we can get into that.
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah, so fun. They had like a lunch for us on Saturday, the day before, and I got to meet some of the other runners on the team.
On your team.
And speaking to them, I asked them like what got you connected to this foundation.
Yeah.
And almost every single one told me I have endometriosis bad.
Oh
and
my
like
gosh.
I've been through the surgeries, and that was eye-opening to me because I'm like, wow, it's like I do not have endometriosis. But I can't imagine like training for a marathon and going through that and being affected by it. So I think just what impacted me was the people I was actually running with on the team were all pretty much all affected, and their spouses were running with them, and they just had such like a drive to make change, because as it stands, there's really not a lot you can do to find out if you have it until you go in for surgery.
Sure. Totally.
So,
which is still so crazy to me. I mean, I know that there are some really high cost things that you can do where it's like exploratory without going into the full surgery. I know one of our friends did that. But like the science behind it is just wild to me that you have to go through a surgery to even know. Yeah.
And like so many people you say the word endometriosis, and like, I don't know what that is,
Crazy.
I think a lot of my family was just like, what is that?
Yeah.
So crazy, but such a good foundation.
Totally.
So great.
And that brings me, your lunch brings me into, I want to know everything about New York.
Yeah. Okay. It was amazing.
You pull up, you see the
Yeah.
skyline when you're flying in.
Yeah.
Were you on that side of the plane where you could see Manhattan when you were flying in? How early?
We went in on a Friday night. And
Okay, it was in the evening.
Sweet Conrad has terrible flight
I mean, the worst. I don't know anyone.
He doesn't care that I said that.
I don't know anyone that has flight anxiety like Connie, but you know who handles it like a champ?
Mm-hmm.
Conrad Neyrey. He is so brave.
He is so great. So I don't remember a lot. I remember it was a really shaky flight. Really bad.
Yeah. Something to note.
At one point I was like, get me off of this plane.
I mean,
right
yeah. And it's a long flight.
Yeah.
Was it direct from here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. It's like 4 hours.
Yeah. So we get in, we just kind of unpack and go to bed.
Yeah.
The next day we go to the expo, which is wild. So the expo is at the Javits Center in New York.
Okay.
Which, are you familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Familiar with the Javits Center.
And we go to the Javits Center, and I think that's when it just hit me, like, how big this is.
Yeah.
So I had anticipated 55,000. The final count was 59. But when you think about that, it's like, 55,000. But then when you're at, like, the expo and everyone's picking up their bib,
yeah,
it hit me that this is a world major.
Yeah.
And so we didn't realize how many people were not going to speak English. And it was just
right.
like the intercoms and like everything around you was just so
welcoming to literally
everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. And
so many people.
Yeah.
It's a world major.
Yeah, it's a world major marathon. So
oh my gosh.
Yeah, that kind of was like the beginning of all the excitement and energy.
Yeah.
And so we got my bib, went to the expo, did a little shopping.
Obviously.
Had, like, the merch, you know.
Oh, you gotta get the merch.
And yeah, it was just fun. Went to the lunch with the Endometriosis Foundation, and then just hung out on like in Times Square, went to mass.
St. Patrick's?
We did not.
Okay.
No, we went to a cute little Catholic church near Times Square.
Okay.
And it was small, but like I actually don't remember what the name was. Maybe St. Mary's. It was really
But
cute.
It was just darling,
yeah,
I'm sure.
Really beautiful.
Yeah. I love that. I didn't realize that there was I mean, obviously there is. There's a church everywhere, but
Capuchin.
Near. Oh, I love.
And then went to an Italian restaurant for dinner in Loaded Up.
I mean, carbs.
Carb loaded.
Carbs.
It was the best. Which is, I will say, the best part of running is you get to eat
anything
all the time.
Yeah. You are stuffing your face.
Yeah.
All of the time.
Yes.
Totally. Strength training, not the same.
No. Maybe. I don't know.
I am doing strength training and I'm like, you have to be so meticulous with how you're feeding your body so that your muscles do the right thing.
Yeah.
But that's not, I mean, you're just burning so much running that long. Totally.
Yeah. So.
And Italian in New York.
It was delightful.
Come on.
Yeah, it was just so fun.
Did you feel like you were in a movie the whole time? I mean, I would have been like, I'm running the New York Marathon.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
you could tell in the city, and this is actually like my favorite part, I think, of New York, is on marathon weekend, you could just tell everyone was so like energetic and excited about the marathon.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was also Halloween weekend. So when we got in there on Friday night, there was a lot of Halloween. There was parade and all of the Halloween.
Totally.
Times Square was interesting.
I can literally only imagine.
On Halloween night.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, and Sunday, you just felt the energy.
Yeah.
Like you just felt like people were, excited and just energetic.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh.
So we carb loaded, went to sleep early. I had laid out everything the night before, and then I just remember I was not nervous at all because I was just so excited.
Yeah, totally.
But Conrad had made one very small comment, and it sent me. I wasn't nervous until he said this thing because I had been struggling with severe knee pain the end of my training, like for a month.
Yeah.
It really hurt my knee and it was bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fine. Like I'm gonna run this thing no matter what. And
I'm like, why would Conrad bring anything up to
like,
do with your knee?
Are you at all nervous about your knee? And
oh dear God.
I was like, I mean, no. And then I was like, and then I started thinking about it and I was like, no, that's fine. Like, I'm gonna do this no matter what.
It's gonna be fun. Yeah.
Like unless I go into cardiac arrest,
like I will
limp
across the line. Yeah.
race.
Period.
Because that's just
who you are.
I'm gonna.
And it's the New York Marathon.
Yeah, like nothing is gonna keep me from doing
No,
this thing.
nothing.
So yeah, got to bed, and then the next day was just insane.
So I want everything. You woke up.
So I woke up.
What time? 4?
No, actually, my start time, I was in the last wave, which is most of the 10-minute to 12-minute goes into wave 5.
Okay.
So the way they have it structured is the police and the firemen go first and then run it. Like the New York Police Department and the firemen.
I am dead. I didn't know that they ran it.
Oh, yeah. This is New York's marathon.
That is so cool. I have chills everywhere thinking about that.
So
that's so cool.
So the night before, actually, this is a funny story. Our hotel, we just got to love this. We stayed in this cute little Irish boutique hotel. New York Times.
Stop.
Cute. Just cute and cozy. And they were all from Ireland. They had thick accents. It was just so fun.
Gobble that up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so we were heading out for dinner, and they were like, we talked to the owner of the pub next door, and he is tight with the NYPD, and so he runs with them early for everyone else if you want to hop on their bus. And I was like, I mean, yeah, I would love to start early.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can do that. You can't just move up. You can always move back a wave, but you can't move up a wave. And so I was like, I really don't want to be disqualified because I worked really hard to get here.
Totally.
And she was like, you won't be disqualified. And I was like, I mean, I get that. You live here and you think that, but
you're
I don't.
New Yorker, but I
don't think.
I'm from South Dakota and I don't really do that.
Yeah. I follow the rules.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
So I didn't do that, but could have, I guess.
I think that's
maybe.
smart. Yeah, it would have been such a letdown if you just trusted this random person and you're like, I'm here. I can do this.
With police.
Yeah.
Look at me.
I'm here with NYPD.
Can you imagine? You're under arrest.
Yes.
You're like, ma'am, you're disqualified. No, you're disqualified.
Put your hands up.
We run this town. Me and my boys.
We run this town. Oh, you have the right to remain silent.
So we didn't do that, but could have, I guess. So the police officers, the firemen, and then the elites go, and they're
in my head that's like Usain Bolt.
What?
What's his name? Usain, the really fast. Usain Bolt. The guy that's really fast. The Olympian. Is that not his name?
Oh, I don't know. I am new here.
I'm new here. I'm looking this up while you're talking. I probably came up with the most random name of all time.
No, it sounds right. It sounds right.
Usain Bolt.
So.
Yes.
Usain Bolt.
This guy.
Amazing.
So fast.
Yeah.
Like one of the world's fastest people. Look at him zoom.
Insane.
Okay, so
the elites go, and then it's wave 1, which are the just about elite runners.
Totally.
And then everyone else kind of the longer it takes you, the further you are in the waves. So,
yeah, totally.
So get up. I was a wave 5, so my start time was 11:30, and then it's so logistically coordinated that you have to book your ferry time, transportation in August. And if you miss it, you got to figure out a way to get there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
good luck.
The first mile and the first 2 miles is up and over the Verrazano Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole marathon starts on Staten Island.
Yeah.
So everyone starts on Staten Island, and the first 2 miles is over the bridge. So they actually close down the bridge at 8.
Okay.
So you can either take the bus at 5-6 a.m. over the Verrazano, or you can take the ferry to Staten Island,
which is so much more cool
and so fun. So got my ferry time. So went from the subway, hotel, left subway ride to the ferry.
Was it just full of runners?
The subway wasn't.
Okay.
At the time, I got off of the subway and saw tons of runners. But I took the subway from Times Square, and I didn't see a ton of runners.
Okay.
Which that honestly, when I signed up for this, when I got the bib, I was nervous about nothing until I started thinking about taking the subway by myself.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I'm scared.
I mean, it's your first time too, and it's early.
Yeah, but we got over it,
She's brave.
We can do big things.
She's resilient. Yeah. Exactly.
So
exactly.
By the time Sunday came around, it was like no big oh yeah, we've taken the subway all weekend.
I'm no big deal. Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly.
Got to Staten Island, started doing started following like all of the runners, and that's when I think I started to get a little emotional because I was like, this is so fun and exciting, and we just kind of sardined into the subway or the ferry station.
Yeah.
And it was like thousands of runners into the ferry like hub waiting to get on the ferries, and they would open the ferry doors and you would just flood onto the ferry. Everyone was so excited, and everyone's wearing like throwaway clothes, so basically donate clothes because it's cold, and so everything you wear when you leave the house that morning you're wearing until the finish line. So we're all in like, you see people in like robes because it's easy to just have because it's warm, and then they donate
literally that's that.
So we get the ferry, you see like the Statue of Liberty and the Verrazano.
Oh my gosh.
Take the ferry to Staten Island, and then on Staten Island, you get on a bus.
Oh my gosh.
So you get on a bus and they take you to the Start Village, and then you wait at the Start Village for a couple hours until you start. They have bagels and porta pot. Like I think they said they had 1,500 porta potties. And so you're just like drinking water, drinking coffee,
getting your carbs,
trying to get ready, carb loading. Met a lot of fun people. I had made bracelets, and so I was exchanging my bracelets.
I love you.
And I was like, I need a way to break the ice.
I mean, totally.
And
a bracelet does that.
A bracelet breaks the ice.
It really does.
So had my funny bracelets, and about 11 o'clock, they announced that wave 5 was open. So we got up and we went to our wave, went to our corral, went to the bathroom one more time.
Yeah.
And then you walk like a mile to the start. Almost. Maybe less, maybe like a half mile to the start. And at the start of every wave, the fun thing about New York is they do the shotgun and they blast New York, New York by Frank Sinatra.
I have chills everywhere.
So
that is so cool.
It's iconic. So they blast New York, New York, and then you start up the Verrazano, and people are just excited. And
that is so cool.
So your first mile is up the Verrazano, second mile is down, and then you start seeing some of the spectators. And I would say that between miles like 5 and 8 are the most electric.
Yeah.
Williamsburg was a party.
Okay.
Like, they are out. They have DJs. It's all the young kids. It's all the youth. They're
all of the youths.
They've been drinking since 6. They are having fun.
Oh,
and just,
my gosh.
It's so fun. And so the crowd, they say like it's easy to go out too strong because the crowds are insane.
Okay.
And they are.
Yeah.
And so I was trying to go slow, but like the crowds are just carrying you, and you're just like trying to take it all in.
Yeah.
The signs are hysterical. So
all the ones about Andy from Dancing with the Stars that I saw.
No,
if Andy can make it to week 8, you can make it to mile 26 or something like that. It was so good. Oh my gosh.
So I saw Conrad at mile 8, and then I saw him at mile 16, and then I saw him at mile 25.
Wow.
And I think I cried like every mile at least once because I was just so moved, and I was having so much fun. But like when you wear your name on your bib or put it on your shirt, people are screaming your name the entire time.
Stop. That is so cool.
It's insane.
Oh my gosh.
They're screaming your name, and you think like, oh, people won't say my name. It's like random or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's doing that. No. The entire time. People are yelling your name.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So miles like 5 through like 8 or 9, electric. And then you hit the Jewish neighborhood, which is just total silence for 2 miles.
Oh my gosh.
And you're the only ones, no spectators.
I've seen so many reels of the Jewish neighborhoods where they're like trying to just like cross the street because they're just like living their life.
It's true. Yeah.
And it's like
we're in their neighborhood.
Yeah. It's so different. Oh my gosh. Wow.
And so then after that, it's a little chill. There's maybe some crowds a couple miles, and then you get to the Queensboro Bridge, and that is when things get hard.
Okay.
The Queensboro Bridge is, they say, it's like the hardest part, and it's just, they're like, just prepare yourself. And I don't know what it is about the Queensboro, but like when you go on the Queensboro Bridge, it just feels like it's harder than any other bridge.
Yeah.
And the course itself is considered to be one of the most difficult of the 7 world majors. So I was just preparing myself, and it was true. I was like, this really stinks.
Totally.
It's hard.
Oh.
I started feeling it. But then when you start coming down the Queensboro, you start hearing the roars of Fifth Avenue. And it is Fifth Avenue or First Avenue. You start hearing, like, as you're coming down, you start hearing like a silent little like screams and cheers, and then it starts building and building and building. And this is where I didn't have music playing up until the Queensboro, because I was like, I really need something to distract me from this awful bridge. And I like turned it off, and it was silent, and all you start hearing like these screams, and you come down and you turn the corner, and it is like roars of crowds and screams like you have never heard before. It's insane.
My gosh.
And you're just like, so they have barricades on the side because there's so many people. Insane.
Oh my gosh.
And you're just
you run down Fifth Avenue.
Yes, I believe it's Fifth Avenue, and then you run all the way down. So you run basically just from there all the way to Central Park. And then you come up and around Central Park, and then you end, the last 6 miles are in Central Park.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Which borough was your favorite that you ran through?
That's so hard. I think Queens, or
really?
I like the Bronx was fun too. They're all so great. Maybe, honestly, they were all so great. Like, I fell in love, not just with New York, but with the New Yorkers.
Yes. They're amazing.
Amazing people.
I know.
I love them.
I'm so glad you love New York. I love New York so much. And it's so cool for me to visualize all these things because I just know the city so well. And oh my gosh, that's so cool. I can't get over, I'm still on them playing New York by Frank Sinatra when you take off. That's insane.
It's just, it's so fun.
Oh my goodness. You realize that's literally a song that my sister's best friend's dad is playing in.
I didn't know. No.
So Charlie, my sister's best friend, her dad is the bassist for Frank Sinatra. That's
crazy.
And he's on all of his, like, he was on tour with him. It's like part of his life.
That's crazy.
And so that connection too is wild. And oh my gosh, that's just so cool.
Yeah. So then when you pass the finish line too, I didn't expect this, but I was exhausted, and it was like 5:30, 5 o'clock or so, and you get your medal and you get your poncho, and then you have a mile walk out of Central Park, and your legs are jello. Oh my gosh. And everybody's like walking so slow. No one's talking. You see people crying. You see people like,
throwing up.
I didn't say I would throw up, but I did. Like,
that's good.
It's just, people are just like, we just did that.
It's done.
And because you're wave 5, I think it's not that people in like wave 1 or 2, it doesn't mean as much. I think they're probably runner, like they're fast.
They've done things
so
like this
probably
before.
Either ran a marathon before because they're qualifying. If they're in wave 1, they're qualifying.
Right.
Or they maybe are like running a marathon for the first time, but they've been a runner. But wave 5 is most of the people in wave 5 they're in between that 10 and 12 minute mark. So they probably haven't ran a marathon before, or they're probably really old. Or they probably have, they're paraplegic, or they have like, some sort of, like I saw a woman, the back of her shirt says, run, walk, one lung. And like, you see those people and you're like, how are you doing this right now?
This is insane.
So I think that too, at the end, being like walking out of Central Park, you're just like that. It just meant a lot to a lot of people. Yeah, totally. That is insane. I cannot believe that you actually completed this. Like you ran 26.2 miles and it was in the New York Marathon. And I would do it again tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I want to do it again someday, but I would love to maybe someday even qualify, but the experience was one of the best days of my life. I think other than my wedding day was like maybe the best day of my life.
I mean,
so fun.
totally. It's like
so fun.
It's truly a bucket list type of day, and you just did such a hard thing. What do you think, like, when you think about the mission of the Daily Nothings and how we say like every little moment, it doesn't mean nothing, it amounts to eternity. Like, you went through a phase of running where it was like, I cannot do this anymore. I am so tired of running. I'm so over this. And now you're at this point again where you're like, that was incredible. I would do it again tomorrow. Like, what do you think is the beauty behind preparing for a marathon, and how that I feel like it reflects the journey of sainthood so well, because you have to get up and you have to keep doing the hard thing and keep doing the thing that you don't want to do over and over and over again. What was that like?
Yeah, so much I think I could say on that. So I think with your mission in the Daily Nothings, there's a lot of like those little like yeses throughout the day that you have to choose to make. Like even just seeing something that like you think maybe this doesn't mean a lot, but it does amount to eternity. In that moment, you have to choose yes or no. Yeah. You can choose, no, actually, I don't think it really matters. Right. Or you can think, yeah, actually, that does matter. Right. And I think that in the moments of, at least I think of training, it took 20 weeks of training to get to the marathon. And
that's crazy.
At the end of the training block, maybe the last like month, I had this knee injury. I had a major health, something very significant happened where I couldn't train as hard as I was. Yeah. And working through all of that, I recognized that like you can go through really hard things in your life. Yeah. But you can continue to run or train for the race. It doesn't have to stop. Maybe my time before I had put in, when I signed up for the race, I had put in like a goal time of like a 10-minute mile, because that's what I was running at the time. And then through all the health things that I went through at the last part, I ended it with like a 12:30-minute mile or something like that, 12:45-minute mile, which is a significant difference, like 2.5 minutes, you know? Totally. And, but you still run the race, and that's the point. You know, you still cross that finish line, and you complete it because you know you can. Totally. And the Lord's taking you through the whole thing.
Completely. You know? You're not alone.
You're not alone. Yeah. But you have to continue to say that, yes, there were a lot of times I think in training that I think I was kind of starting to second guess myself. And mentally, when you're training for something like that, you really, like, it is kind of all mental. Like, you really can't doubt yourself ever. No. Or you start kind of going to that bad spot of like, maybe I can't do this. And then like, before you know it, you've dropped out of the race.
Completely.
So
oh my gosh, that's crazy how much it's in your head. Like, you truly have to choose optimism and positivity and excellence mentally the whole time.
And even I think that does tie into sainthood so much, because our mission and like trying to become saints and working towards sainthood and virtue and bringing others into that, most importantly, there's a lot of times where I think can feel like, oh, what I do doesn't really matter, or what I say, or you're running this race trying to get others to run it with you.
Totally.
And it can be really discouraging, and it can be really easy to quit. Yeah. And things get hard, you know? And it's very similar. There's so much about running that's very like so
relatable
applicable
to
the spiritual life.
Totally.
Yeah. So.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, girl.
I'm so proud of you. At this rate,
I'm putting your name in the lottery.
Seriously.
You don't even know it. I have a list.
For Christmas, I'm just going to get a card that's like, you're running the New York Marathon.
Congratulations. Lottery spot secured.
That would be so cool, though. Like, at this point in my life, with actually choosing to get up and work out every day and like working out 5 times a week.
You could totally do it, Courtney.
I feel like I can, like, it's crazy how much it changes your optimism of trying new things. Like, I'm going to try a class today that I'm like, I have no idea what it's going to be like, but I'm going to go exercise and I'm going to learn, and it's going to be fun because I just feel more confident in exercising. And it's just such a good thing for your brain, for your spiritual life, for so many things. I'm just in awe of you.
Thanks, girl.
Truly.
Yeah, it isn't me. It's the Lord. And it takes a village, like so many people, like my sweet husband who just cared for me so well when I would come back from like an 18-mile run and he'd be like, what do you need?
He's the best.
So shout out to everyone else too. Like all of the people who donated to the charity so that I could run. Like it takes a village, and I don't know if I'll ever do it again. It's a hard thing to do. Like, raising money or qualifying. Yeah. But I hope that I have that experience again because it was
so special.
Yeah, it was so special.
Oh my gosh. I'm so proud of you. Well, thank you so much for being on this episode. I was captivated the entire time. I was like blacking out that we were even recording a podcast because it's just such a cool visual of what you did and how you got there and how hard you worked for it. And it's just such a testament of investing in things smally, in smally little ways. Every single day and just pursuing something hard and how good it is. Yeah. It's just amazing. So thank you so much, honey. We love you so much. And you guys keep praying for Meghan. She will be back on the pod, I promise, but just keep praying for her sweet life and everything that the Lord is doing right now. And thank you so much for all of your support while I'm riding solo with all these awesome guests. Like, seriously, thank you so much. So we love you. Check out Patreon for all of the fun updates. You know it and you love it. And we will see you next week. Bye, girls.